it's Tanya. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here. What I'm going to be doing today is I want to make the hinges for our Alice in Wonderland junk journal or interactive book. And these hinges are what is going to hold our pages that we made, these pages right here, into the book. They're going to slip right up in here. So what I've done is I took a 12 by 12 paper pad and I left it at 12. We'll cut off the excess, and I cut it till where it was 7 7/8. The reason I did that is because my book pages are 8 inches tall, okay? So you want to make your hinge 1/8 less than the height of your book pages, all right? Okay, I like to leave 2 inches in the front of my book and 2 inches in the back of my book before the pages start and after. So you're going to go to 2 inches. You're going to come right down through here and score. Okay, then what I want to do is leave 3/8 of an inch before my book pages start. So what you do is count over 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right, then we need a 1/2 inch to go up for the hinge and a 1/2 inch to come down. So we're going to count over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we need the other 1/2 inch for that one hinge. I know this sounds confusing, but it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so like I said, I have 4 pages. That's 1 page. Then we have to leave another 3/8 in between our pages, so you count over 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, now we're on our second page. So we need a 1/2 inch, so we're going to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Then we need another part of that hinge, so we're going to count 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's 2 pages. Then we need another 3/8, so 1, 2, 3. And I don't know, I'm having some problems with my little thing I normally use from the Dollar Tree to score. So I switched to this. Okay, so we have 2 pages. Now we're going for our third page. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3 pages. So we need another 3/8 of an inch. 1, 2, 3. All right, and this is our last page. So we're going to count over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need 3/8 of an inch. 1, 2, 3 behind our book page. And now we're going to go over 2 inches. So I'm at there, 1. So I'm going to go over here. And then I'm going to cut on this last score line. So this is extra. Okay, what you want to do now is you have a smooth side and a bumpy side, okay? So what we want to do is flip our paper over to this bumpy side. You can feel it. This is the bumpy side. This is the smooth side, all right? And what we're going to do, we're going to take our 3/8 inch score tape and we're going to put it in the first. Let me show you what we have. We have our 2 inches, 3/8 of an inch. I know it's hard to see. And then here's our first 1/2 inch our second 1/2 inch, which is going to make our hinge 3/8, a 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch, which will make a hinge, 3/8, 1/2 inch, which will make your other hinge, 3/8, 1/2 inch, 3/8, and 2 inches, okay? So we're going to take our 3/8 inch score tape and we are going to put it in one of these, the first one. It needs to be in the first one of the 1/2 inch spaces, and you don't want it to go over the edge or anything. It's really hard to see. It seems confusing, but once you do this, it's really not hard. And I tore my paper. All right, so there's our other. We're going to skip the 3/8. We're going to go for our second 1/2 inch. I can't find my little thing I normally cut my score tape with. I don't know what I did with it. I liked it better. All right, so there's that. Then we're going to put it in our next first one of the 1/2 inch. My score tape has gotten really hot in here. All right, then we're going to put it in our last 1/2 inch. In the first one, but the last section. Okay. All right, we have this. We're going to flip this over here, take our 1/4 inch score tape, and what we're going to do with this is we're going to go in each one of these 1/2 inch spaces and put it really close to the center score line of the 1/2 inch spaces. This is what's actually going to hold the book in, the pages in, okay? So we're going to go really close. Like I said, it's so hard to see. It's even hard for me to see. Okay, we've got that one. And then we're going to go right here, right next to it. It's not on the score line, but it's very close to it. What I would recommend is you make like a little demo without putting the paper on there, and then just put like 1/2 inch or whatever, and it really helps you understand what you're doing, okay? So next we're going to go find our next 1/2 inch pair, and we're going to put it right close to the score line, not on it, but close. I'm going to put this one the same way, close but not on it. Okay, and then here's our third set of 1/2 inches. So we're going to go close, but not on that score line. It's really hard to find a color that this shows up on very well. It's really hard to find one that you can see. All right, and then we have one more set. So we're going to go right here. Put it close, but not on. And here we go. I just turned my other little overhead light on. I was hoping it would help me be able to see. Okay, so I'm going to burnish this on. We're not through with our score tape, but I'm going to go ahead and burnish this on. We're going to flip this back over, okay? Now we're going to take our 1/4 inch score tape that we were just using, and we are going to put this in the 3/8 inch spaces, okay? So here we have it. You could do it all at once if you wanted. I just kind of do it like this. Okay, So this is when you're like, okay, where is my 3/8? So it's right here. It should always be right next to this one, okay? You might have to watch this video back a couple times. All right, and then here is this. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to take, if you have score sheets, it's really good for you to get them out right now. I don't have any, I need to get some. And what we're going to do is, basically, I'm going to cover here to here with the score sheets and from here to here, but I don't have score sheets. So I'm just going to use my 3/8 inch. And I'm just going to put it on here. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Now, since I'm tight here, I'm going to go back to my 1/4 and just make sure it's on that edge. All right, now we're finished with our score tape now. Now we're going to just burnish it down really well. Okay, what you want to do is you're going to take this and you're going to get it to where this is going to go inside the book, this section and this section. That's going to hold the book down, these out sections. Okay, so I turn this around until on this side. Seems like I do better if I fold from this side. And what you want to do is you want to fold in like this until these two little ones, the 1/4 of an inch is on the outside, and you just fold that over and burnish it, okay? And that's what we're going to do all the way through here. All right, so we're going to fold this right through here, because this is one hinge right here, okay? That's a hinge. Then what I want to do is I'm going to flip this one over on top of its mate, okay? Folded that hinge, okay? And here's our second one. Basically, if you just fold it to where these right here stick up, you'll save yourself a lot of trouble. And then just go back in and peel this off. Okay, there's that one. And we only have one more to do. So we know we want these sticking up, these two little ones. This is how I do it to keep myself straight, because there's so much score tape, it could really start to be confusing. At least it is for me. All right, so we're going to peel this off. That's why it does help that you have different sizes of score tape. And then we're just going to fold that right in there. And this is what we have. Now what you want to do is start burnishing this down and make this very pliable, because as pliable as this is, that's how pliable your pages are going to be. Okay, so you want to just keep pushing them over. First, they don't want to go. but eventually they will comply. But like I said, the more pliable these are now, the more pliable your spine is going to be, okay? So I think I could work on these a little more. They're relatively stiff. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take, like right in here, I see some tape hanging over with my little shears that do not allow anything, the non-stick shears. And then I'm going to get this right here because I don't want that hanging over. Okay, now the hardest part is actually finished, okay? So what we want to do, now we're going to put this in our book, and we want this over our spine, okay? But you want to kind of get it even. So let's see. 1 5/16. Almost 1 5/16. No, 1 5/16. 1 5/16. Okay, that looks really good to me. Let's look over here. All right, so I'm going to take a pencil and I'm just going to come right down through here. All right, and then I'm going to try not to let this move. And I'm going to release this tape right like that, okay? Then I'm going to bend it back and start releasing this tape down through here. Okay, I'm gonna hold it. Okay. And then we just keep doing this all the way over and you have your spine in. It's really not hard. You just have to do a couple and then you're sort of like, oh, I get it, I know. This is my second one. And I do mine a little different probably than most people because like I said, I found if you fold in between those 1/4 inch score tape, then you go back on the other side, I found it's easier for me at least. All right, then we're going to take this off. All right, and we have our spine in. And you want to go in here really well. Okay, here is how you make your spine. And like I said, I'll probably continue to work on these because these feel kind of stiff. Still, I'm not sure why, but they do. But they're not going to be real loose because you don't want them to fall out. But this is our book with our spine in it. And then what I would do is just sort of start closing this because that's a new element that we've put in there. Well, here is our spine finished. And it doesn't matter that this is sticking out more than this. This is all going to be covered. But this is how you make your spine for your book. This is going to turn out so cute. So I'll put the instructions in the description box below. Like I said, I kind of do mine a little different. but it's easier for me to do it that way. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really pushes this video out and helps this young channel thrive. So until next time, stay crafty.